Hollister Hills, California hosted the US 250 Grand Prix because the usual site, Unadilla, New York, was granted the right to host the 1987 Motocross des Nations. Race organizers at Hollister put together a fine track. All the American and European stars were on hand, and the fans responded 12,000 strong. American participation included U.S. Suzuki's Johnny O'Mara and his teammate and crowd favorite, Bob Hurricane Hanna. American Honda was well represented. Team advisor and former world champ Roger DeCoster was on hand, overseeing matters, and was as popular as ever. While DeCoster occupied the fans, Honda's #1 rider Rick Johnson relaxed, conserved energy, and got into his mindset. This pre-race strategy worked. In Moto #1, Johnson showed the Europeans what he has been showing the American riders all year, the back of his Honda. After a false start, Johnson took the lead on the restart from Finland's Pekka Vakkonen. The finished rider watched helplessly as Johnson turned on the gas and left the Kajiva rider in his wake. Vakkonen wasn't too unhappy, though. His rival and world champion points leader, Eric Gabor's #24, was laboring back in fifth. As long as Vakkonen stayed ahead of Gabor's, he would make inroads on Gabor's points advantage. The World Championship regulars were having a race within a race. Meanwhile, Bob Hanna was not faring well at all. Battling a twisted knee and a bad shifter, he was in pain and off the pace. The Hurricane called it a day before the end of the first moto. The finishing order at the end of Moto #1 was Johnson first, Vakkonen second, Swedish rider Jorgen Nielsen, Johnny O'Mara fourth with an impressive come-from-behind ride, and Belgian's Eric Gabor's. At the start of Moto #2, there were no hang-ups, no problems. After the first turn traffic jam was sorted out, a familiar sight reappeared. The #31 Honda of first moto winner Rick Johnson. This time, it was Eric Gabor's who tried to stay close, but the Belgian got a lesson in California riding. Johnson simply pulled away, and there was nothing Gabor's could do about it. #34 Johnny O'Mara got a good start in Moto #2 and was showing the form that earned him a national title in '83. He closed on Gabor's in the late going but couldn't pass the Belgian. At the checkers, it was Johnson all alone, sweeping both motos and winning the 1987 US 250 Grand Prix. For his dominating performance, Rick Johnson is our Castrol Rider of the Week. The Team Honda rider will receive a custom embroidered racing jacket from Castrol, as well as a commemorative plaque for being named Castrol Rider of the Week.
I felt really good today. My bike worked excellent. I know that my bike was definitely the fastest one out there. You know, me and Eric's, they worked really well. I concentrated on my starts. I got good starts, and everything worked out good.
Reporting for Motoworld, this is Dennis Torres.